tattoos tend to have meanings, and people who have them kind of show that, physically show that there is a story.
I think they're a great representation of some value or belief or memory or something along those lines. That it's a great, very permanent way of holding on to that whatever you value so much that you want to put it on your skin.
Definitely my attitude changed after I got one. Like before I had one, I would see people, down the street, like, with big, stuff on their arms. I'd be like, oh, that's just so tacky. And he looked like a little trashy. And I still think that to some extent. Like if someone has like, one of those like tattoo sleeves, or they like have something like on their face, or they have like a tramp stamp, like I think that's stupid, and they just do it for shock value, and they just do it like to, I don't know, to like set them apart and be like part of this like outside this culture, I've
really been judged for my tattoo. People usually just sort of ask about it and say, oh, it's really pretty, I like it, even if they don't know what it says or have no idea what it's about.
But I don't think I'm ever really judged for it. Maybe like at the doctor's office or something like that, she'll be like, oh, I had that happen the other day, but other than that, not really.
My parents thought it was dumb.
My tattoo is the outline of a dove with a blue ribbon and 2 olive branches. And so for me it means friendship, which is the olive branches, hope and peace, which is the dove and the blue ribbon.
My tattoo, it's on the top of my foot. It says, "It was then that I carried you." It's the last line of a poem called Footprints in the Sand by Mary Stevenson. And I got it because that poem was on my cousin's prayer card at his wake. They always put a piece sort of on the back under the dates and everything. And I sort of got it, to remember him. The poem, sort of suited his life very well. And just, I have that nice little reminder of him.
I think as long as it's a tattoo that has meaning, that it's not something you're going to regret. If you do it on impulse and it has no meaning, then yeah, but like you'll probably regret it in the end. But I mean, overall, I think if you're gonna put something that permanent on your body, it has to mean something to you.
I think people who are partying, they go to the tattoo parlor, they're like, oh, give me that like number 2 on the wall, that dolphin, put it on my ankle. Like that doesn't mean anything. Like, and you're gonna have that forever. Do you really want to like be explaining, like, I think constantly about like what's gonna happen to me when I'm like 40, 50. Like I'm gonna have this tattoo. I'm not really gonna care that much. I'm probably not gonna be walking around with a tiny 2-piece bathing suit. Like my kids probably won't even see it. So it's really just for me. But if like you do something like that and it doesn't mean anything to you and you're not gonna like stand behind it, it's impulsive, then like 20 years down the road, like you're gonna have no story for it. It's just gonna be this embarrassment. So I don't know, that's my thought.
Yeah, definitely. But the immediate tattoo that I have in mind and that I really want to get are the tattoos of my parents, because I don't live with them anymore and they're far away in Korea and I don't really get to see them at all, actually. So I always wanted to have them near me. So I was thinking about getting tattoos of them on each of my rib. My mother's gonna be on my right side and my father gonna be on my left, and it's gonna be a portrait of them, and as soon as I get the money I'm thinking about getting it.
So their full name or?
It's a portrait of them.
Oh, portrait.
So, yeah, it's gonna be my father and mother's face tattooed. Yep.